Are you thinking of getting a pet lizard? Maybe you're thinking it might be fun to get a pet lizard. Maybe you're fascinated with dinosaurs, dragons, and reptiles.
Oh my!
Either way, you're in the right place. Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Balderrama. Today we're talking about pet lizards and whether they make good pets or not, because sometimes they do. And sometimes they don't. First of all, I think lizards make great pets. For a beginning reptile owner, lizards are a great choice. They're not as boring as a tortoise, and for some people, they're not as creepy as a snake. And some can be friendly like a dog, and they're about as close as you can get to having a dinosaur as a pet. Now I know the evolutionists would say a chicken is more like a dinosaur, but after you look at these two pictures, I'll let you decide. I'm a vet, not an evolutionist. First of all, lizards are living creatures, and they can easily live over 10 years, and will most likely outlive your kids' interest in them. Kids are only into dinosaurs for so long. Well, normal kids anyway. And speaking of kids, you shouldn't have a lizard in the home if you have a child in the house under 5 years of age, or someone who's immunocompromised. Salmonella, not cool. Pet lizards can also be great for busy people. They really don't need a lot of interaction. And since they're ectothermic, lizards conserve a lot of energy by just lying around. In general, they're usually just fine to be left alone. And they don't need other lizards to keep them company. If you leave town for a few days, most likely your lizard's not gonna miss you. It's definitely not gonna chase you down the street, asking you to come back.
Must go faster.
Even though lizards are really cool, many species are best hands-off. Sure, some like to be petted and interact with their owners, but you might need to gain a lizard's trust before they let you do that.
No touchy, no touchy, no touch.
And even though they don't look it, many lizards are under constant stress, especially in a small enclosure. Lizards can make great pets. They're quiet, they're great for people who are allergic to dogs and cats, and they usually don't smell unless the cage is dirty.
That is one big pile.
Time to clean that cage.
You will remember to wash your hands before you eat anything.
Just like with other reptiles, lizards can be expensive. There is a lot of setup equipment, especially if you want your lizard to remain healthy. First the tank, and the lighting, and the heating.
And the concrete modes, and the motion sensor tracking system.
And depending on the species you get, you may need to eventually buy a very large enclosure or even have one custom built. And whatever you do, don't forget to properly secure the cage. Another great thing about pet lizards is the variety. Want arguably the best overall lizard pet? Try a bearded dragon, the golden retriever of the lizard family. Are you a vegetarian and you don't want to feed your lizard meat? Well then get a Euromastix. Want something cool and a little bit more challenging? Get a chameleon. Want something that reminds you of a Komodo dragon? Think about getting a tegu or Savannah monitor. As always, before you go get that lizard, do the research, read books, go online, ask others. Make a smart decision before you bring one into your home. All that variety means is that there's no one-size-fits-all lizard diet, which means you can't just go buy a bag of lizard food at Costco. Every lizard species has its own temperature, humidity, nutritional, and heating requirements. So before you get a lizard, do your research. And speaking of one-size-fits-all, the same goes with picking a vet. Some vets are great with cats, dogs, maybe even horses. Not every vet is the same, so make sure you find a qualified lizard vet. So now I want to hear from you. What kind of lizard are you thinking of getting as a pet? I'd love to hear your answers, so please let me know in the comment section below. So do lizards make great pets? Well, maybe. It depends what you're looking for in a pet. Not everybody's gonna have the same answer. Some people think cats make great pets. Other people can't stand them. So it's really gonna depend for a lizard, especially with so many different species. So if you're looking for a pet that's really cool looking, different, that's relatively quiet, but has complex nutritional and husbandry needs, then a lizard may be a great pet for you.
Oh my God.
But please do your research. Hey, did you enjoy the video? Well, don't forget to share it and hit the like button and subscribe. And remember, this video is part 3 of a 5-part series on whether or not reptiles make good pets. Check them out and I'll see you in the next video.